Hello friends, this is my video. We will learn the types of chemical equations. Chapter 1st, class 10. Types of chemical equations. Chemical equations are of many types. The first type of simple type is called the combination reaction. First is combination reaction. Combination reaction, when one or more reactant react together to form a single product, this is called combination reaction. Like we can say that methane gas CH4 is methane gas, reacts with oxygen to form one or more products, CO2 plus water. Plus energy is also released in this reaction. Whenever energy is released in a reaction, this is also called an exothermic reaction, because energy is released in the form of heat or energy, you can write it heat as well. But because it is a methane, a burning of methane, burning reaction, burning of methane. Here is methane gas, oxygen gas. Oxygen gas supports the methane gas to get burned, and carbon dioxide and hydrogen, they are the products. It is a type of combination reaction. The two reactants are combined together to form the products. You can also write simple hydrogen plus O2, water, H2O. It is the formation of water, which is also a type of combination reaction. We are learning the combination reaction. The first type, chemical equation are of many types. First is combination reaction, and it is also called exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. Why it is called exothermic? Because heat is released. Energy is released. The another example we can see exothermic reaction like respiration reaction. Respiration, the example of respiration is the example of exothermic reaction. In the respiration, what happens? Glucose get oxidized to react with oxygen. Glucose reacts with oxygen. Glucose reacts with oxygen to form CO2, water, and again energy. That's why it is called glucose reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide gas, water, and energy is also released. It is a type of exothermic reaction. These both are exothermic reactions. So we can write it in the symbolic form. C6H12O6 reacts with 6 molecules of oxygen, 6 molecules of CO2 are produced, and 6 molecules of water are produced along with energy. This is a respiration reaction. It takes place in our body whenever we take the food and the glucose is formed inside our food. Glucose reacts with oxygen that we inhale, oxygen that is inhaled by our body, and glucose reacts with oxygen to give us energy, and these are the byproducts. CO2 and water is released in our body, and CO2 again get exhaled out during the respiration process. So this is the type of combination reaction. The second type is decomposition reaction. In the decomposition reaction, we will see that one single reactant get decomposed into two or more products, right? Decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. The example is calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Calcium carbonate, also known as limestone, marble, It is called limestone, calcium carbonate. You can say it as a limestone. It gets decomposed. Okay? Decomposed in the presence of heat. In the presence of heat. Heat is required to decompose the calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate limestone gets react with heat. It is when it is heated, it forms calcium oxide plus CO2 gas. Calcium oxide plus CO2 gas. So that's why it is also called as the thermal decomposition reaction, because this reaction takes place in the presence of heat. So this reaction is also called as thermal decomposition reaction. Thermal decomposition. Thermal means in the presence of heat, takes place in the presence of heat. So that's why it is called as thermal decomposition reaction. I hope you have understood these two types of reactions: decomposition reaction, combination reaction. Now the third type. Third is displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. In the displacement reaction, the higher element means the element that is high reactive element, it will displace the low reactive element from its solution. High reactive element. High reactive element. High reactive element displace low reactive element. High reactive element will displace the low reactive element from the solution. Like we have taken the example of zinc. Whenever zinc reacts with copper sulfate, we will learn the series of which are the elements that are higher reactive and which are the elements which are in the low reactivity series. We will learn in the next video. But in this case, you can learn that zinc is more reactive than copper. Zinc is more reactive. Zinc is more reactive than copper. So this zinc element is more reactive element, so it is going to displace the low reactive element, which is copper. Zinc will come in the place of copper, and this reaction becomes zinc sulfate plus copper is released. Zinc sulfate and copper. So this is the type of displacement reaction. There is another reaction of this subtype A, type B. We have double displacement reaction. Double displacement. Double displacement reaction. So in this reaction, there is mutual exchange of the ions, or you can say the mutual exchange of the both the elements. If we take barium chloride, example, barium chloride, BaCl2, barium chloride, and take the example of sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. When barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate, this is not the higher or less reactive element case. It is the case just simple, the ions are going to exchange themselves. So barium will come in the place of sodium and sodium will come at the place of barium. Both barium and sodium, they will change their places together. So this reaction can be explained as exchange of the ions takes place. when the exchange of ions or elements takes place in solution. So this type of reaction is called double displacement reaction. So what will be the product? Product will be barium sulfate BaSO4 plus sodium chloride NaCl, barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Now we will balance the reaction. Sodium, two elements are present on the reactant side. We will put 2 as a coefficient in the sodium chloride. And this 2 will be applicable to the chlorine also. So the chlorine already 2 elements are there. Sodium 2 elements, sodium 2 elements, chlorine 2 elements, chlorine, barium 1 element, sulfur, sulfate is already balanced. So this is our double decomposition reaction. I hope you have understood this type of reaction. There is another type of reaction that is called as the photolytic reaction. Photolytic reaction. So as the word itself says that photolytic means it takes place in the presence of sunlight or light. You can say that whenever silver chloride AgCl reacts in the presence of sunlight, sunlight is required to complete this reaction. AgCl get itself break down into silver and chlorine, Ag plus Cl2. We will balance this reaction by putting 2 chlorine atoms, 2 silver atoms, then 2 silver atoms. So this is the balanced equation of photolytic reaction. Whenever silver chloride reacts with sunlight and gets break down into silver and chlorine, both are separated. This type of reaction is called photolytic reaction. Takes place in the presence of sunlight. Another example of this, silver bromide, you can write AgBr. Another, in the presence of sunlight, 2Ag plus Br2. This is also the same reaction, silver chloride, silver bromide, both are the types of photolytic reaction. The another type is electrolytic reaction. In this type of reaction, you will see that the water molecule gets break down. Electrolytic reaction. Water molecule get break down into hydrogen and oxygen, H2 plus O2. We can balance it. Oxygen 2 elements, 2 is a coefficient, and hydrogen 2 elements, hydrogen 4 elements. So we have to put 2 as a coefficient on the product side of the hydrogen gas.